All right. All right, guys, do you hear me now? Am I heard now? I apologize. This was a technical problem from the broadcast software. I hope you can hear me now. I think it's going to work now. All right. So anyway, we go from zero as long as nobody heard me. I apologize for this. Peace of Christ to all of you, and may the Lord bless you all. Today we will talk about many topics, and the first thing is going to be the war between Israel and Hizballah, which is called war. Yesterday we heard the news that Hezbollah did attack a truck in the border of Israel, and Israel launched attack back, and the whole media go crazy, and those who support Israel, and those who support Hezbollah go crazy too. I mean, it's madness. However, both sides are naive. There is no such a thing. Nobody attacking anyone. This is nothing but a fake war. Israel, I made a video just 2 weeks ago, if you remember, about the fake attacks which Netanyahu is doing. He want to make himself look like a hero. And the leader of Hezbollah, Nasrallah, he want to do the same. He want to look like he's a hero who is standing for Israel. So both of them, they are filthy, dirty liars. None of them is going for any kind of war. And actually, have you ever heard of a war nobody even injured in it? That's exactly what we are talking about. So Hezbollah published in Twitter just 2 days ago that Israeli army, they are putting trucks. There is nobody inside it but toys of soldiers, which means somebody looked like a soldier, but it is empty. And they were laughing like the Israeli are scared. The fact they are not scared. I mean, this is part of army tactique to avoid injury for their own real soldiers. So if you want to start an attack, surprisingly attack, well, you hit nothing. We lose a car, we don't lose a soldier. So this is a smart of them. So Hezbollah announced that, and they posted the video, the picture 2 days ago in Twitter, that Israeli are putting trucks have fake soldiers. And then a day after, or 48 hours after, Hezbollah attack a truck have one of those fake soldiers. I mean, what is that? And then Netanyahu, he ordered his army to launch attack back, and then guess what? Nobody get injured. So both party, nobody injured. You know why? Because nobody shooting anyone. They are shooting at empty land. Like, you can go watch the videos, which people are watching even from the edge of the mountains in Lebanon. They are watching the shooting because there's no shooting. It is just a joke. So naive ones, they will be believing, oh, now Israel under attack, oh, now Hezbollah under attack, Allahu Akbar. The Muslims, they go crazy, the Shia, and those who support Israel, they will go crazy. But both of you are being played by two liars. One, his name is Netanyahu, and the other one, his name is Nasrallah. And Netanyahu playing this game because he have 14 days and 23 hours left for election. So the whole game is not about war, and there's no war. I mean, here we go. Hezbollah supposedly attack. Okay, what you will do, Netanyahu? Nothing. He will wait maybe a day or two before the election, and he will do some other act of heroes. He will attack somewhere inside Syria mostly, and the attack will kill 2 rabbits and 5 chickens. And then he will announce in the news that he attacked a target for Iran. Iran is there and nobody getting injured. And what about if you really, if you are really trying to protect yourself from Iran, well, go and hit Iran. I mean, or go hit us for real. I mean, make a war for. But they are fake leaders. All what they care for is election. They don't care for their countries. They are caring for their own. And this is the case for all leaders. They say, doesn't matter they are Muslims or they claim to be Christians or Jews. All is the same scam. Like Trump. You know, Trump. One day he will announce that Muslim Brotherhood are terrorists. Second day, the Prince of Qatar, he come and he buy 35 airplane. Suddenly, Qatar is not sponsoring terrorism. So it's a you know, it's a game. It's a dirty game. Those who work in politics never respect them, but fear them because they can hurt you. They can launch fake wars. They can launch real war for the purpose of their agenda, not for the reason which is supposedly the war should go for. So those things is dirty. This is a dirty game, and I advise people not to believe what you see in TV, and don't believe what Netanyahu. I believe Netanyahu, he will end in jail sooner or later. You see the difference between Middle East countries and Israel, which is in the Middle East, that in Israel there is a system, there's democracy, there's people who go after you even if you are prime minister. In the other country in the Middle East, he can do whatever you want. I mean, Nasrallah, he can rape 10 women a day. Who's going to stop him? Nobody. But in Israel, if you do take a bribe, they will keep going after you until take you down. And this is what will happen to Netanyahu, and you will see. Now, we finished this topic. I'm not going to talk about it more. We have some Muhammadan in the chat, and I saw their comment before, and it was really a funny comment. Like, there's a guy, his name, the cat of Islam. He said, we don't believe in that God. My friend, your God is dead. Prove to me that he's alive. I mean, look how funny this comment. We don't believe in dead God. Thank you very much. So you Muslims believe that Jesus never died. Solve this problem for me. So if the Christians are wrong about Jesus, that means Islam is right. Jesus must be God, because Jesus in Islam, he never died. This is how silly the comment of the Muhammadan. They are silly and they have nothing to say. It's a bankruptcy, like Netanyahu, like Trump, like Ahmadi, what's his name, Najad. All of them, they are like silly kids. They have a low IQ and they say stupid things. So if Jesus cannot be God because he is dead God, well, Jesus is alive in both Christianity and Islam. And in Islam is even more horrible for you, because in your cult, Jesus never died. So how you can solve this problem? You cannot. Silly, stupid talk. We have another Muslim here. His name, Yuvil's Chunk. He said that Allah, he says to respect other religion. Mr. Yuvil's Chunk, can you show me where Allah, he said that? You said that Allah said respect other religion. I want to see where. Can you please show us? If you could not show us, that means you are a liar. If you were able to show us, I would be grateful. All right, I'm going to show me, no problem. Who is the Muslim want to show me that Allah, he said respect other religion? Who is the hero? I'm waiting. Anyone? The verse you quote for me, cat of Islam, proving to me that you are really a silly person. That one, it says, don't insult other religions, so that, because if you do that, they will insult you, right? He did not say respect him, you liar. So he's saying if you insult them, they will insult you back. They will insult Allah. But if this is true, and thank you for mentioning this verse, this is a proof that Muhammad is an idiot of the village. Because Muhammad, he just said you should not insult other religion, because if you do that, they will insult you back. So why Muhammad insulting people? I will go to the verse you just showed me. This verse doesn't say respect, you're a liar like your prophet. Nowhere it says respect other religion. It says la tasubbu. Let us love together. Chapter 6 verse 108. It says, and insult not those whom they disbelieve, worship beside Allah. Those, first of all, they are worshiping Allah still. And this is a proving that Muhammad is a liar again, because he is not speaking worshiping or respect other religion, never respect any kind of religion. All what he's saying, those who worship beside Allah, which means they are Muslims like you, they are Muslim pagan like you. They worship Allah, but they worship someone beside him, like Muhammad. So worship beside Allah, otherwise they will insult Allah. And look how stupid this statement is, because how they worship beside Allah and they will insult Allah. Are you getting, guys, my point? Those people already, they worship Allah, so how they will insult Allah back? That what I call stupidity. It's like somebody, you know, let us say the Muslim, they say that the Christian, they worship God and Jesus. So don't insult God of the Christians, otherwise they will insult God. But they worship the God already. I mean, do you see how silly this is? This is stupid. This is dummy. Same time, as long you are saying this is how you understand it, then that's mean Muhammad is an idiot again, because Muhammad, he said, curse the Christians, curse the Jews, and he himself, he cursed them. Not only that, Muhammad even he cursed Muslims and he beat them up. So let us see. If we go in the Quran and we type, let us see. Okay, hold on. Let us go. Why want to go in the Quran? Hold on. Let us. In the Quran we can find. Um, Look at this. Even your family, you cannot respect them. You cannot be nice to them if you are a Muslim. This is the Quran in front of you. Chapter 58, verse number 22. Muhammad said, not me. His God supposedly said, Aka Allah, Aka Muhammad. You, Muhammad, you will not find any of the people who believe in Allah and the last day making a friendship with those who oppose Allah and His Messenger, even though they are their fathers or their sons or their brothers. I mean, what do you mean don't insult? You cannot even make friends with them. And the Quran called the Christians kuffar, mushrikeen, najis. What najis mean? Filthy, dirty. Not only that, the Quran, you are the one who posed for me before, you liar, that the Quran says that we are animals. Kal an'am. So how Muhammad, he says don't insult the Christian and the Jews, and he himself, he insult the Christian and the Jews, and he insult everybody. Actually, Muhammad, he insult even his God. So when a Muslim he make a statement, the statement is meant to deceive, not to teach, and that is very practical a way of Muslim to be Muslims. So look what Muhammad he said. Here we go. Now this website is really, I'm using a keyboard. I cannot even control it. Don't insult, right? Okay. And an example of those who disbelieve is as that him who shout of the like of the sheep. This is a Muslim translation, that they hear nothing but calls and the cries, and deaf, dumb, and blind, and they understand. In different verse, it says that they are the same as animals. Is that correct, Abdul, or I'm making things up? The same as animals. بل أضل. Let us see. This website is really horrible. But anyway, all of those verses is an insult. But look at this one. Chapter 25, verse number 44, it says that non-Muslims are cattle. They are cattle. They are like goats and sheep. Stupid. You know, they are animals. Kal an'am. So when a Muslim he says to us, Islam teach to respect, that is the biggest fat lie ever. Not only that, Muhammad, look what Muhammad he said. You see here, we don't give speeches like that, Abdul. Here we give proofs and reference. Muhammad said, if you see a Christian or a Jew, you have to humiliate him. Not only to insult him, you have to humiliate him. Here we go again, this website. We could not find it here. Let us see. It's very funny to use this keyboard. Here we go. If any one of you see a Christian or a Jew in the street, what do you to him? Never greet him with peace. Not only that, you have to force him to walk in the sewage, the narrowest alley of the road. So when a Muslim Abdul, he says to us, Islam order us to respect other religion, either you have to say he is a liar, or you have to say he is a liar. Choose one. Which one? Which one, Abdul? Liars. This is why I don't respect anyone really. He defend Islam, because always they defend Islam blind. I never saw a Muslim, by the way, saying, yeah, this is true. The only one maybe you can respect them if they speak the truth is ISIS. But how you can respect someone from ISIS too? Because those are the only one who says the truth about Islam. The rest are just a potato tomato. They are like rabbit hiding their head between their legs and trying to make Islam look nicer. Nobody dare to say yes, this is Islam, because they are ashamed of their prophet. And this is exactly what we see with those Abdul in the chat. Who's next? Who's next? Do you agree with your prophet saying that, or your prophet is a bad person? Muslim cat. Do you agree with your prophet saying that, or you believe he is a bad person? Let us see if you will change your opinion. Another Abdul saying the following. Look at this, just to show you, this is why sometimes you have to ignore them. We are like kids. What is the other Abdul? Look at this Abdul, what he said. There is no taqiyya, then adultery will increase. Look at this. No taqiyya, adultery. Okay. Too much hashish. First of all, adultery in Islam is allowed. Secondly, it is a destiny. Let me show you what your prophet said, Mr. Taqiyya, no taqiyya. Your prophet is obviously, he is a liar teacher. He teach you how to lie. This is what taqiyya mean. And ask yourself, first of all, how you accept even religion teach you taqiyya. Look at this. When you speak about zina, what zina? Zina is adultery. Okay, how you do adultery in Islam? Read Allah. Allah, he wrote for you your destiny, how much adultery you will do. The prophet said, not me, again, the prophet of the Abdul, the biggest Abdul of the religion of Abdulism. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which man will indulge in, which means, okay, this is not a choice, this is something you will do. Allah, he wrote for you your destiny, how much adultery you will do. It is a must, you have to commit, which is a necessity. Read carefully. And which he of necessity must commit. So what adultery? I mean, this is the most stupid cult ever. So look at this funny God. He make you commit adultery, which is something coming from a necessity to commit, which means it's not a choice. It is a must. And then he will punish you for committing adultery. Have you ever heard of an idiot more than this? How this can be God? And this is why I laugh when I see Muslim making comment. I mean, this is their comment is really childish. It's like a guy in the diaper. All of them, they have beard, by the way, but they are in the diaper. I mean, they are wet. Their diaper is not even dry. Next, who want a different? Next try. Who want to do it better? I'm watching the text. The idiot is the one who believes 3 equal to 1. Thank you very much. That is Islam. That is Islam, because Allah, he said that Jesus is the word of God, he is a man and he is a spirit. 3 and 1. Who is the stupid here now? That means Allah is an idiot. Isn't it Allah, he says that Jesus is the word of Allah and the spirit from him proceeding from him, and the man. 3 and 1. How he is a word, he is a spirit, and he is a man. And even your God, Allah, he present himself in three. Stupid comment. You cannot even stand with your argument. And by the way, everything in your cult based on number three. Even your evolution is based on number three. Even your prophet, when he say a statement, he repeated it 3 times. Everything in your cult is a three. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Three. How many names Allah? Multiply of number three. Okay, if you want to do evolution, what you do? I have to wipe my hand 3 times and blow my nose 3 times. I don't know my ear 10 times. And why 3 times? What about 4? What about everything in Islam is it 3 times? Even when you take an oath, you have to take it 3 times. Even when you divorce your wife the final time. Even when Allah he said to Mary, when Allah he made Zachariah mute, he mute him for 3. I mean, this is the most stupid cult. They speak against Trinity, but everything in Islam is based. And not only that, what about the 3 musketeers, Allah and Jibril and Muhammad? Why they are 3? What about we have Allah and Muhammad? What is the Jibril is about? Silly. Next. Who can do better? Until now we did not find one smart Muslim he can say something smart. Next. Anyone? Nothing. It's an empty cult. All what they have for you, let me say that the smartest thing a Muslim he can come with to prove to us that Islam is from God is this verse, which I like it very much, by the way. This is the proof that Allah is the God. What is this proof? Let us see. Allah will give us women with big breast. What do you want more? Have you ever found better God than this? Always I wanted God, you know, who give me women in heaven with big breast. I like that. And this is very proving to me that Allah must be God. Hey CP, you want to convert to my religion? My name is the Prophet Muhammad. Okay, Prophet, what your religion will promise me if I convert? Big boobs. What? Big boobs. We are talking about like boobs? Yes, boobs. The one have nipples? Yes. And you are telling me you have a religion? You have nothing. You have a joke. Try something better. What else you have? Any Muslim have something for me convincing that Islam is from the true God? Anyone? That's what you have? Boobs? Big boobs? Big? How big? Big. I'm really convinced that this must be God. There's no way this guy is talking is from a guy is a pimp from Las Vegas. No way, this must be God. I mean, come on. Who's next? Look how many people will convert to Islam after we told them that Allah will give them big boobs. Women, they are doing surgery these days to have a big boob, so Allah will, you know. Anything? Any Muslim want to do something smart? What is next? That's it? Are you out of ideas to prove to me that Allah is God? Yeah, I remember the guy, what his name? US Chunk. US Chunk, yesterday he posted in other video, I think it was yesterday, he says, how Allah knew about the 2 C's? My friend, the 2 C's are exist in your head. You need a plastic surgery, the same as one Allah he did to Muhammad. If you remember, have you ever heard of a God he make plastic surgery for his prophet? And what is the purpose? To install a dish of faith and dish of wisdom? What the heck? But anyway, let us go here, as long you are talking about the 2 C's. This guy, he mentioned the miracle of the 2 C's by Allah. Miracle of 2 C's. Are you sure? Yes, brother, I'm very sure. Hey, brother, this alone is enough to prove to us that Muhammad is a big fat liar. Read with me. The 2 C's appear in many verses in the Quran. The one they are talking about is chapter 25, verse 53, and chapter 55 verse number 19. But the chapter 27 verse number 61, it is explaining both and getting them busted. It is he who made the earth firm to live in, made rivers in the midst, set a throne mountains involvable, and made separating bar between the two seas. We see the translation here, it says the two body of the water. This is first translation, it says two seas. So he put the land as a bar between the two bodies of the water, which is the two seas. Let us change the translator. Different liar. Shakir, Muhammad Shakir. Okay, look what Muhammad Shakir says. And raised it mountain and placed between them two seas as a barrier. What he placed? He placed the mountains, the land, as barrier between the two seas. So look what your God, the Egypt Allah, Aka Muhammad, saying that in Islam you believe that there is two seas. One is a fresh water and one is salty water, and Allah, he placed a land between them so they will never transgress. And we can find the same in chapter 25 verse number 53, and the Muslim make many articles about that, and we get them busted. It is he who has let free the two bodies. What two bodies? This guy keeps saying two bodies. There's no two bodies. It is two seas. I hate stupidity. Let us see another stupid. Okay, two seas, so they cannot meet. One is palatable and the other one is sweet. Palatable and sweet, and the other one is saltish, bitter. And he set a bar forbidding them from meeting. They cannot even meet. You go to Ibn Kathir, you get all the Abdul Busted saying clearly that Allah, he put a bar, which is the land between the two seas. Now, if there is a sea, it's called water, freshwater sea. No. So this is because your God Allah is ignorant. He think that Muhammad, he think, this is Allah, that the water, salty water and fresh water, they never met. Allah made two seas. Otherwise, how come always we have a fresh water and the seas is never end and the fresh water never end? But you do not know that salty water is where the fresh water coming from. Stupidity. If we go in the Quran and see chapter 25 verse number 53, we will see the following. All right. You see, here we don't give a speech like the Abdul. We give proofs, reference. We don't do what they do. We don't. We get Allah busted. I mean, this website is not functioning right. Okay. Okay. Let us go here. No, it's not working. Go on. I mean, what you can do. We have to go, sorry, 53. We chose the wrong one. 53. But I hope the page will flip now. All right, here we go. This is your tafsir, this is your scholars, this is your imam, this is your big sheikh with the big beard. Let us see what it says. Here we go. Salty and bitter. What does that mean? It says it clearly, and look how smart they are. That's meaning salty, bitter, and not easy to swallow. This is like the seas are known in the east and the west, the Atlantic, blah 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 here. And then he set a barrier and complete partition between them, meaning between the sweet water and salty water. A barrier mean a partition which is a dry land. Let me make it big for the Abdul. So why you lie and you say, and you post a video in YouTube saying, look, brother, salty water, fresh water, brother, are not mixing, brother. Actually, the verse here is saying they will never meet. They will never, ever, ever meet. And you can read the interpretation in front of your eyes. A complete partition, do you see it? A complete, meaning a barrier to prevent one of them to reaching the other, like is mentioned in the other ayah, مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. He had, let's lose the two seas, meaning to, together between them a barrier which none of them can transgress. So the silly God of Islam, he think that the fresh water and the salty water never met. So this verse you mentioned to me in the text is enough to prove that Allah is fake and Muhammad is a scam. Next. Who's next? Guys, are we showing the proofs? Are we making things up, or this is their website? And by the way, Ibn Kathir in English is not even 1% of Ibn Kathir in Arabic. They cut most of the stupid things from Ibn Kathir in the translation. Any Abdul? Who's next? Where is your religion? What kind of God he think there is two seas? One is a fresh water and one is salty water, and they never mix. You tell me now. You put yourself in trouble. You are the one who mentioned it. Now you answer me. What kind of God he says such a stupid statement? Okay, this guy is just being rude, so he's asking me to ban him. No problem. And when you say Jesus, he did this, you have to prove it. Do you have a proof? I can show you. You're a prophet. Muslims bringing for him 3 rocks, watching him doing poo-poo. Not only that, there's a hadith says that the prophet, he taught us everything, including how to do poo-poo. Do you want to show you the hadith? If you have something like that about Jesus teaching the Christians, well, show us. Anyway, you deserve now to be banned. Get out of here. We give you a chance. You see, when you get them busted, they get humiliated by such a stupid God, not by me, and then they get upset. Okay, get upset. None of my business. You're the one who mentioned this to me. I show it to you. Why you're upset? What kind of God he think that salty water and fresh water they never met, and they are totally 2 bodies of water? You tell me. You tell me this is God. You have a God, he don't understand a very simple thing about nature, and yet you are trying to convince me that he is God. And all what you have for me where Jesus says I'm God, worship me. We can show you 1,000 places where Jesus says I'm God, worship me. Actually, even the Quran confirmed that. And look at this God. This is religion, and this is God, and this is the miracle. And the Muslim, they make site. It's called Miracles of the Quran. Brother, are you sure, brother? The Quran, the book of Islam, contains scientific knowledge that could not have been known 1400 years ago. Brother, are you sure? A brother? Who is the brother? He is sure about this, brother. Anyone? Who is sure? Anyone is sure? I'm very sure. Those websites, they made them for the dummy, you know, the naive. But I can crush everything here. Actually, it's enough for me to prove one mistake in the Quran to prove Islam is false. That's it. Because remember, the Quran, according to Muslim, word by word is from Allah. Not a single word is written by a rabbi or even a prophet. Remember that. This is very important, because it's possible that somebody, he understands something wrongly and he write it in a book. He's a human, they can do mistakes. But when we say God said, and this God, his word is copied, even the Muslim, they claim that not even a letter is missing. And that is funny, by the way, because Aisha, she says even the goat ate the Quran, and until now the goat is missing. We are looking for it. As you see here, when Muhammad, he died, the goat came and ate the Quran. And by the way, I'm so upset from this goat, because now we have huge chapters in the Quran are missing, One is speaking about the breastfeeding for adult. I mean, look at this God, man. This is the only religion teaching men to suckle the boobs of women. They are not even their wives, not their mothers. I mean, imagine, even if you're a mother, imagine you are 20 or 30 years old, or even 14, or even 10 years old, or even 7 years old, and you are sucking the nipples of your mother. But this is not about even that. It's about sucking the nipples of a woman. She is not yours. She have nothing to do with you. Islam, my friend, welcome to Islam. This is not me. I'm not the one who said that. The goat ate 2 chapters in front. One is stoning to death, and the one is about a breastfeeding. Who is the Muslim want to give me the breastfeeding adult verse? Who remember it? I like this verse, by the way. I wish I can practice it. I'm hungry. This is Islam. This is what you Muslims. So you Muslim, you order women to cover themselves, and then they have to give their boobs to strangers. A woman, she came to the Prophet. She said to him, my husband is upset from a guy. He is in my house. He's an adult. He's not my son. The Prophet, he said, smiling in his mouth open, suckle him your breast. The woman, she said, look, what the heck? He's adult. He's a man, the Prophet. I cannot do that. The Prophet, he laughed. He said, I know he's a man. Just suckle him. I mean, that's something. This is a very conservative religion. Very. It's against adultery. Obviously, this will stop adultery. If a man is tracing you in the street, a man, a crazy man, maybe he's a maniac, and he's walking behind you, and obviously maybe he wanna do something wrong. According to the Prophet of Allah, sister, you have to give him your breast, and that will stop him from sexual harassment. Wisdom. That's wise. That's deep. That's really deep. So where is the Muslims who want to show me what is good about Islam? Are we lying? Everything we say here is in the screen. Everything we say is in the front of you. Not a single word is coming from our pocket. Anyone? You will see like a woman, she see a guy walking behind her, and she say him, bad boy, what do you want, bad boy, huh? You want nipples, nipples, nipples? I know how to can stop you. The Prophet taught me. What he taught you? I will take off my bra and give you my breast, and you have to suckle them in 10 different days. What the heck? Not only like 5 minutes. No, you have to do it in 10 different days. You have to do it 10 times in 10 different days, and each time you have to keep sucking, 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 sucking until you cannot handle it. Isn't it that amazing? This is must be from God. This is from God. Obviously, this is from God. Yeah. I mean, who can deny that? Nobody. We have to, we have to be careful. This cannot be. This must be from God. This is not from Shaitan or devil or crazy man. No, this is godly thing. It's obvious, isn't it? You cannot shake their hands, but you can shake their, and you can suckle them. And the Muslims, they tried lying, saying, oh, this is not about suckling, brother. A woman, she can give milk from her breast. So she milk her breast and she give it to you in the cup. My friend, do you see the word? Stop lying. Breastfeeding. In Arabic, ardi'i, irda'. Irda' is somebody putting his lips over the nipples and he is sucking them. Even you can do that your finger. It is sucking something. So stop lying to cover the shame. Even your imams, they have fatwas about it. The highest imam in Al-Azhar University, he made a fatwa, and then the Muslim like, what are you talking about? And they brought him to TV, and he told them, yes, this is what the Prophet said. It's not me. No, this is not me. Hmm. Anyway, my friends, I will be stop lying. Who is that? Who is the one saying that? Quinn? Queen, you are saying that to me? The Queen, are you saying that to me? I'm lying? Who is the one who's lying here, guys? I'm showing you the story here in front of you. Oh, okay. She is not talking to me. Okay, I thought she is talking to me. That because you hurt my feeling now. By the way, I bought a special glue because each time I debate Muslims, they crush me, and I glue myself together again. I mean, I am number one buyer for a glue, saccharine glue. Sometimes I buy like different kind. I mean, like it's a glue. I glue myself because the Muslims have no clue what Islam is about. Oh boy. And the funny they say to you, Islam is amazing, brother. Alhamdulillah. Brother. Alhamdulillah. Hey brother, Alhamdulillah for what? For what? Oh boy. Any Abdul? Hmm? Look, I said oh boy in the same time the text came, people saying oh boy. You guys are reading my mind. Some of you are really scary here. Can you talk about Pharaoh and Islam? We can talk about anything, no problem. But I'm really disappointed. I thought I'm going to get some Abdul who want to show us something truthful about Islam. Anyway, my topic today is not about Islam really, but the Muslims in their comment, they made me go in that direction. So we were talking about fake war, fake prophets, fake leaders, fake Netanyahu, fake Nasrallah, fake Muhammad, fake Allah. Everything is fake, my friend. Everything is fake. And the funny that people like fake. They love fake. I mean, they hate the truth. The truth hurt. So what they do, they seek illusion so they can enjoy the fake. This is why many people they love fiction stories. It's fake. Make you relax. Nothing have to do with reality. People fly. The guy, Batman. But Batman. I mean, are you crazy? Yes, but Batman. Batman, Batwoman, Superman, Spider-Man, Shish Kebab Man, Rabbit Man. I mean, just tomorrow they will come to you with something new. You know, Chicken Man. Just wait, it's coming. So because we have a lot of a pressure, and pressure is coming mostly from reality, and reality most of the time is ugly. So we escape from the world of reality and we create an image of someone, even he is the most ugly, disgusting person, we make him the most beautiful man. Muhammad, brother, the merciful Muhammad. Muhammad used to put nails in the eyes of people. Muhammad, he used to rape women. Muhammad, he cut fingers, cut hands, he enjoyed torturing. We can show you the reference, and we did thousands of times. What is beautiful about him? What is that? But they escape reality, and this is exactly what they do here. When you show them the stupidity in the front of their eyes, they go in denial because the truth hurt. It hurt, right? Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Any one from the Abdulism? Hmm? But you know, we have to be honest. There's some stories in Islam is I like it. I enjoy it a lot. Sometimes I feel like I want to be a kid again, and I like to watch those first story. So I think, example, I will show you, brother, some of the story. Okay, I will go to the Quran, brother, and I will find you a very beautiful story, fit perfectly, brother, for our Eid. Hmm. Okay, brother, there is a king, brother. His name is Sulaiman, brother, and this king, brother, Allah taught him the language of the birds, brother, but he understand the ants. Like what? Allah, he taught him the language of the bird, but he understand the language of the ants. And what? He heard the speech of the ant. The ant. The ant was talking, but the ant don't talk. He heard her speech. What? Speech? Are you sure, brother? Since when ants they talk? Yes, ants they talk in their own way, but it's not speech. He heard her speech. Is what the Quran is saying. But ants are deaf and they are mute. They communicate by vibration and by chemical. And then the Muslim brother, they say to you, a brother, a miracle in the Quran, brother. In chapter 27, verse number 18, brother, it says, قالت نملة. Brother, do you know that in Discovery Channel, brother, they discovered that the word Namla is proven to be true because it's a female Namla, brother, and Namla, it's a female brother which is in charge of guardian. What? She is the one who guard and alarm. But brother, in Arabic, the word Namla, we use it for both. This is not about gender here. We call all ants, when they are individual, we call them Namla. Really, brother? Yes, brother. But the Zakir Naik, brother, he said the word Namla is a female, brother. Yes, in that as word, yes. But this is the word we use for male and female. It's an insect. When we speak most of the insect in Arabic, we call them as females. As an example, Zubaba. Zubaba, which means a fly. So in Arabic, we have words which is a female word, but it doesn't mean that the thing is a female. As an example, we can use some words for stars, and the name of the star can be female, but the star is not a female. So they take it and they make a story, and here the madness, the stupidity. Prophet Solomon, he have an army of genie, humankind, and birds. Are you one of my soldiers? Oh yeah? What's your rank? Drill sergeant. Yeah, Allah, he blessed me and he taught me the language of the birds. And then Sulaiman, after he taught by Allah the language of the birds, he was listening to the ant. I think Allah, he think that the ant is the bird too. Okay. And then, brother, he walked in the valley, brother, and he found a bird is missing. This bird, his name is Al-Hudhud. And he sought among the birds. You see, because he have an army of birds, brother. I mean, look, he have an army of birds. Look. Here we go. And birds. He have soldiers was gathered together. Armies. Look. This is all armies. What his army contain? Jinn, humankind, and birds. A chicken in the army of Solomon laying eggs now. I mean, that's so beautiful. I mean, science. This is brother science. And then then after Sulaiman, he heard the speech and he smiled. What is killing me here in the story, that the ant, she said, enter your dwelling, lest Solomon and his army will crush you. What is driving me crazy, brother? How she knew the name of the king. I mean, this ant is an ant. Okay, we got it. Allah taught Sulaiman how to speak the language of the birds, but yet the ant is not a bird. Let it go. But how the ant, she knew that his name is Solomon? Muslim have an idea? Imagine I'm walking in the street and one of the ants, she said the other ants, aunties, mayday, hide, Christian prince is coming. Like, what the heck? How she knew my name? How the ant knew I am a Christian prince? The ant, she said, hide, otherwise Solomon will crush you. How she knew the name? It's a beautiful story. So cute. Come on, come to daddy. Hmm? Yummy, 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 yummy. Even Mr. Bean did not come with this. I mean, you read the chapter 18, you will die laughing. And then they say to you, miracles of the Quran. Honey in the Quran. What honey in the Quran? The Quran speak about honey as it is the poop of the bees. And the bees, they eat fruit. Here we go. Let me show you. Look at this article. They are saying to you, Shifa meaning healing. The Quran here referring for healing from the honey. My friend, the honey is used for healing. Even in the Bible is mentioned thousands of years before Muhammad was born. I mean, what's wrong with you Muslims? The Chinese even use it. I mean, everybody use honey for unbelievable. But look, the Quran say claim. Let me go to the front verse. There's a chapter called the chapter of the bees. I mean, you feel like you're in the zoo in the Quran. And Allah inspired the ants, sorry, the bees, saying, take your habitation in the mountain and the trees. This is Allah habitation, okay. And then eat all the fruits, and from their belly they will come honey. So the Quran teach that bees eat fruit and do shit. Sorry, let's not say the word shit. Did I say shit? They shit honey. This is what he's saying. So the Quran teaching you that the bees they eat fruits and they do poop honey. But this is wrong. The honey is their food, my friend. They are not eating fruits. Bees don't eat fruits. They don't. Somebody told you that the bees go and take a bite from the apple. They don't. Science. This is deep. This is very deep. This is very deep. Very, very, very deep. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? I see some names are meant to insult Muslims. Please change them. Otherwise, I will ask the admins to block you from that channel. I don't want to see somebody calling Muslims names by his name. So change your name to avoid being blocked. I will block you. I'm warning you. Anyone have a name meant to insult Muslims? We are here to debate about religion. Muslims are poor people. They need our help. Feel for them. They are not here to hear insult from you. Even if they insult you, this is if there are people who insult, we will not do the same. So if anyone, he name his name, he have a name meant to insult Muslims, I'm going to block you. This is a warning. Kabich, I'm not against the Muslims. If I'm against them, why I want to invite them to accept Jesus? I will never do that. I mean, you invite people to Jesus, that's mean those. I mean, this is the best we have. Why I want to invite someone I don't like or I hate to Jesus? Absolutely, we don't hate the Muslims. We want them to be saved. We are showing them how stupid it is, but because we don't want to, we are not making laugh. We are not laughing at them. They are poor. We are laughing at the lies. Right? So let us be smart. And this is not against. We are not doing anything here against Muslims. The Muslims are not really our enemies, according to me as a Christian. Islam is the problem, our friend. The enemy of us as a Christian is lies. Who is the father of all lies? Jesus said, the devil. That is our enemy. A Muslim person, he has been lied to. He's a poor man, poor woman. They grow up in this society. He been hearing all day long how amazing the Quran, all the lies. What do you expect? Be loving, my friend. Be loving. Be merciful, and let us do good, so the Muslims will see the truth. And maybe I speak in a comedian way because it's silly. It's a comedy. I mean, what I can do? I cannot hold it. I cannot help it. Right? But we have to be nice to them. Look, hold on. A Muslim is saying any Nasrani You see here, first of all, the Muslim, when they say any Nasrani, he is trying to insult. First of all, as long you ask me and you said any Nasrani, can you explain to us why your prophet, he could not call us the correct name? If we are Nasrani, that means we are going to go to heaven. Because according to your prophet, all Nasara are going to go to heaven. Secondly, when you say, Jesus never gave you holy book or holy verses or any law, so how you fake Bible? Thank you very much, guys. Let me put the question of this man in the on the chat and on the screen. Okay, you see how a Muslim, he helped us to destroy Islam. Jesus never give you any book. Did he say that? Okay, so you just prove to us that Muhammad is a big fat liar, because the Quran says that Jesus, he gave us a book. It's called Al Injil, and this Injil was given to Jesus. And not only that, Muhammad himself in his Quran asking the Christians to obey the Torah and the Injil. The Torah and the Injil. Read with me carefully. We go with this one first. Let the people of the Injil. So how silly you are to say that Jesus did not give us a book when your silly prophet saying no, he gave us. You just said Jesus never gave us Allah, never gave us a book. Your Quran saying Jesus gave us Allah and gave us a book, and even the Quran asking us to obey it. Very silly, naive little kid. They are like kids, you know. They are like a teenage, but they are 40, 50 years old, but they are silly kids, low IQ. They have nothing to say. That's the best you have. So you just agreed that whoever wrote the Quran, either him is lying or you are lying. Everybody saw your question, and it's in the screen, that Jesus never gave us a book and never gave us Allah. Okay, the Quran is lying. Not only that, the Quran is asking us to obey the order of Jesus, which is in the Injil. And not to forget to mention why Allah here is saying we send a book after confirming what is sent before. Actually, it doesn't say that in Arabic. Confirm what is with them. The Quran confirming the book which is with us. So not only we have a book, and not only that, just to show you how silly you are, is it the Quran keep calling us people of the book, people of the book? So if we have no book, why your crazy God keep calling us people of the book? I mean, one of the funny things about Islam and the stupidity of the teaching of Islam, that the Muslim, they say your book is corrupt and you have no book, yet they call us, if you ask them, okay, what we are called in the book of Islam, they call you the people of the book. But you just said we don't have a book. How we don't have a book, but yet you call us people of the book, brother? Have you ever heard of a bald man one was called the guy with the hair? I'm going to call a brother Sam Shamoun, and I will call him brother with the hair. Can you answer me? But he have no hair. Hello? Stupidity. Get me someone smart. Can you please get me someone smart? Please, please, please. I mean, just for a snack. Right? I'm a coward. Why? Is me, my name is Muhammad, the guy who hid in the house of Aisha when they broke his teeth? Is that me, the coward, who a Bedouin man came to my house and say, I want to sleep with your wife, and I said to him, but she is the mother of the believers? What a coward. The guy, he just insulted him. And not only that, Aisha, she said, who is this man who can say such a thing to you? He said, Ahmaqun muta'. He's a fool we have to obey, which means if he insists to sleep with you, you take off your panty. Who is the coward? The one who asked his cousin, the child Ali, to sleep in his bed so he can run away, so the child will be killed. What kind of an act of a hero? Imagine you have a movie, and the hero in the movie, Sylvester Stallone, he asked a child to sleep in his bed so he can escape. And then the mafia, they go in the bed and they shoot him. And now supposedly Muhammad is a hero. Who is the coward? Anyone? As you see, we are out of luck. There's no Muslim here can bring something good to the table. Nothing. Nothing. They have nothing. Jesus, hey, when he did not give you any gospel verse or any law. Okay, hold on. Can you tell me the Quran you are reading right now is called the Quran of who? Just to show you. Isn't it the Quran we are reading? It's called Quran of Uthman. Did Muhammad write the Quran for you? Where is the book of Muhammad? See, guys, if you go with their logic, you will find that the Muslims are bankrupt. Where is the Quran of Muhammad? Actually, even Muhammad should not write Quran. The Quran says, Inna alayna jam'uhu wa Qur'anahu. Allah said, it is on us to recite and to collect the Quran. So where is the Quran which is collected by Allah? Abdul? Read with me carefully. And love. Where is your Quran? Chapter 75, verse number 17. Allah, He made a promise that He is going to collect the Quran. Where it is? Where is the Quran collected by Allah? You just said Jesus did not give you a book. Where is the book of Muhammad made by Muhammad? You don't have one. Where is the Quran? Even the one made by Uthman, you don't have it. This is a recitation according to a guy. His name is Hafs, and Hafs was exist more than 200 years after Muhammad. And not only that, the Muslims accuse him that he was a fraud. Your Quran, the one you see here, is a recitation, not a book. You don't have a book. Recitation of a guy he been accused to be a fraud, a thief, a liar. So I find it very silly when a Muslim make a comment. All right, guys, I think we have enough for today. Did we have a good time? Don't forget, please, to download the videos, because soon I'm going to take them off all. So download them all, and so we can refresh our in the new loads of videos. And I will be back in the state in a few days from now. So we start going back to normal, and we can take a Skype call, and powerful Muslims can call us. I mean, all Muslims are powerful. You know, guys, I will tell you a secret. When a Muslim, he call me and I am live, I start shaking. I get scared. I don't know what to say. Very embarrassing, because they are so smart and so powerful and very sharp, and they have answer for anything. As an example, why the Prophet kissed the black stone, brother? Because the black stone is holy, brother. And why it is holy? Because the Prophet kiss it. Okay, let's go back to zero. Why the black stone is holy? Why the Prophet kissed the black stone? Because the black stone is holy. Okay, and why the black stone is holy? Because the Prophet kissed it. And why he kissed it? Because it's holy. I mean, very, very sharp, deep knowledge. I mean, knowledge and high standard of intelligence. Amazing. And yet they call you pagan. And the funny, look at this guy. This guy, he is have an icon of his next to his face of a black animal. Isn't it your Prophet? He says, kill every black color animal because it's the devil. Obviously, you are a fake Muslim. Let me show you the hadith. Your white supremacist prophet, because he's a cult leader, he taught Muslims any black animal, any animal which is totally pure black, must be killed. And yet you are putting an icon next to your face. Of a black animal, brother? And why, brother, we have to kill the black one, brother? Because it's a devil, brother. Really? Super smart, super intelligent, and super racist. Just because the poor animal is a totally pure black, we kill him? Yes, brother. Why? Because it's the devil, brother. Obviously, it's the devil, brother. They ask him, what is the difference between black dog and yellow dog? He said, brother, the black dog is the devil. If. That is knowledge. Three things will disturb the Muslim prayer. Okay, what does three things disturb Muslim prayer, brother? A woman and a dog and a donkey. What kind of a dog and why women? They made women and donkeys and dogs are equal. Look at this religion. You see it? Three things, brother, destroy your prayer when you are praying. If a woman walk by, if a black dog walk by, if an ass. And look, they put the woman in the middle. Take selfie. If you are a Muslim woman, take selfie. Ass in the right, black dog in the left, and you are in the middle. Smile. Cheese. Okay. I said, oh, Abu Dhar, what feature is the black dog which distinguish it from the red one, brother? Or the yellow one, the yellow dog? He said, oh, son of my brother, I asked the messenger of Allah as you asked me. Okay. What the prophet, he says, the black dog is the devil. That's deep. That's obviously deep. Isn't it obvious that this guy, he have a phobia of a black people, black color, black animals? He make fun of a black people. Even he says the most enemy Allah he hate is a black man, which is nothing but filthy racism. And we for sure we are against such a stupidity. Black people have nothing different from us. They are human like us. And many of them, they are even better than us. And many of us, you know, like, I mean, we have bad and good everywhere. What color have to do with being bad or good? Actually, just yesterday, and I will pause the video maybe later, I was in a church, and a wonderful black African man, he bowed down in the church praying. Amazing, beautiful, you know, very humble. So he's a black man. There's many white men, they came in, they go out, they did not even bow down. You know, they did not even care. They acting like just coming to see. So a black man, or being black or being white, will not change anything. Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their color. For our Father, for God, he loved the world. The world, my friend, the world is Asian, black, white, everybody, Indian, doesn't matter. He loved the whole world. He sent the Messiah to save us all, and nobody is better than anyone. And then the Muslim, they bring you a sermon, it's called the last sermon, which is fabricated. The last sermon of Muhammad, where he says supposedly that black and white are equal. We cannot find that. This is not in any authentic book. And I changed the Muslim, by the way, to show me the authentic hadith of this story. It's a fabricated. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Did we have a good time, guys? Did we have a good time? I apologize in the beginning, the voice was not good, but what we can do, I mean, sometimes technically difficult. I think it because I'm using a black microphone. Man, I never thought about that. This is what they call superstition, stupidity. Black dog is the devil. Black cat is the devil. Black bird is the devil. Black horse is the devil. What is that? That is not a sign that you are stupid. That's mean you are stupid. That is not a sign of stupidity. This is mean you are the stupidity, right? This is absolutely evil and disgusting, and for sure rejected scientifically. And for us as a Christian, for sure, this is absolutely false teaching. Actually, the first people, by the way, who accepted the Messiah, like we heard about in the city of Antioch, but right away Christianity spread all the way to India. There's a very old church went all the way to Mumbai by Apostle Thomas, and same for Egypt. You know, African, they accepted the Messiah. Ethiopia is one of the oldest churches. Christianity is for all. There's nothing to what this is. And then Muhammad, the Muslim, they tried to make Islam as like is an international. Well, I can show you tons of hadith against the black people and tons of hadith against Asian people. And not only that, there is a statement where it says the one who say the prophet is black, kill him. Just by saying that. And the Muslims in the hadith praising Muhammad for he have a white shin, white underarm, white belly bump. And the Quran says that Allah himself, he will not allow anyone to enter heaven unless he make him totally white first. If you remember, this is in many verses in the Quran. All right, chapter 3 verse number 106 as an example. The day where Allah, he will make faces black and white. And how that will happen? If you remember in chapter 27 verse number 82, Allah will send a beast. It's called a jassasa, which is a beast come from the ground sent by Allah, and is going to have the stick of Moses and the ring of Solomon. And I will continue this story maybe in my comments. For now, beautiful adult and children's, I want to say thank you for watching us and listening to the fairy tale of Allah and Aka Muhammad. For all of it is nothing but superstition, fictions, and lies. And those who live lies, they die with them. I am not going to follow such a stupid thing. My Lord, the Messiah, he loved all mankind, and he never taught us to be against any kind of animals because of their colors. Even forbidden eating, like in the Old Testament, forbidden eating certain kind of animals, that was for a health reason. As an example, the pigs they used to grow like they are wild and they eat anything. There's no control of their food, and pigs even they can eat human being who is dead. And at that time, people they fight, kill each other by the sword, and then the pig he eat whatever he find. So everything have a reason. Was not because God he is against the pig. He created the pig. But in the Islam, you find that Muhammad he have a phobia. He have a phobia of the cross. He have a phobia of the pig. He have a phobia of many things. Phobia of the black people. I mean, it's crazy. So release yourself from the phobia. Be free. And the only one can make you and set you free is the Lord, the Messiah. He is my Savior, and I confess my sin to him. I'm a sinner. The Lord is my witness. I don't claim to be better than anyone. The Lord is my witness. I don't claim to be a priest or a bishop. The Lord is my witness. I have nothing to save me except him. Not my good deeds, but because the good deeds of a human being is the same as a filthy rag. But we as a Christians, we do good deeds, for it is the fruit of a Christian, but not because this will save us. So you as a Christian, the second you believe in the Messiah, you produce good deeds. It's automatic. For faith without fruits is dead faith. So this is why Jesus, he said that from their fruits you shall know them, not from their color, not from their names. You call yourself a Christian prince, you call yourself Christian princess, it doesn't make you Christian. From their fruits. So my friend, prepare your fruits, for the Lord one day he will come to you in your house and he will ask you for what you have. Either you will say, I have nothing, or you will say, I have a lot. Choose and be ready. With this, I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you. We love the Muslims. We love everybody. We love the Hindus. We love even the atheists. We love everybody. We want everybody to be saved. We don't want people to be humiliated. We don't want people to be lost. We love everybody. I believe a human being can be a very beautiful creature if he decides to be, and he can be very evil if he decides to be. So you have to change yourself, and you have to choose what you want to be, and one day you will be responsible for your choice. Thank you very much for being here. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. And see you soon again. Take care.